We're talking spoilers for Gen V episode 7. I really enjoyed this episode. Now, it doesn't come without its flaws. I thought some of the stuff at the beginning and the middle was a little bit rough. Like, for example, the Sam being a teenager, hanging out in Emma's room, hanging out with the kids. I don't know if the show has done enough work for me or if maybe I missed it. How long has Sam been kind of like absent of his teenage years? Like, how long was he in the woods? Where is Luke and Sam's parents? Why are they not concerned about their kids? Also, the other parents about the kids that are being tested in the woods. Like, they're coming up missing. Some of them are now dying. That stuff feels a little bit rough, but I do like what they do with Sam by the end of this episode. But another flaw with me in this episode, I don't think the show has done enough work for me to really feel the care and the appreciation between the father and son relationship between Andre and his dad. He has the medical issue where he's having like a seizure and is now Andre cares about his dad. He's at his bedside. Like, that stuff to me hasn't really been worked on enough for me to personally care. And as the show has went on, Andre has become what I thought Luke was going to be. Obviously, he died in episode 1, but I thought Luke, now Andre, is the kind of stereotypical character where he has daddy issues. He has the girlfriend, complicated relationship. And I don't know, the character has become less and less interesting as the shows went along. But positively speaking, I love the stuff they're doing with Shetty and what we'll talk about with her at the end. But her wanting to work with the boys, which like I talked about in my last video, I knew something had happened with her and someone like a Soup. In particular, we find out it was Homelander who killed her husband and her daughter in the season 1. I like that stuff, and she's trying to work with the boys. They don't want to work with her. On the phone with someone. You can't tell me that that wasn't Butcher, and we're probably going to see him in next week's finale. I really like the scene between Marie and Victoria, who we find out that was the benefactor of Marie, and it never dawned on me that they share a similar skill set, and I'm very curious to know, now that we know we're getting to season 2 of Gen V, if Marie goes to the dark side and allows Victoria to kind of train her to really hone in on her skills. And I just like that element of the show, how these teenagers put their trust in these adults who just want to use them, who want to take advantage of them. So that element there, that relationship, is something I'm very excited to see. And I absolutely love the ending of this episode, seeing that division yet again, having Kate telling Shetty or manipulating her and using her powers to tell them the whole truth, and ultimately Shetty's dead. We see Kate kills her. I really like that moment for the character, but more importantly, again, focusing on the division, not just between humans and Soups, but Soups and Soups. And I never really saw this coming, but Sam and Kate probably will be working together, because as they killed Shetty, we see the others like, what did you just do? And Kate and Sam on the same page, like, no, this is justice, versus others saying, no, you just murdered her. I like that. And in the last scene with Victoria, who I'm just such a big fan of that character, her killing the doctor, taking the serum. We know that's going to lead into the Boys season 4, her picking and choosing who's the good Soups, who's the bad Soups. We know she doesn't like Homelander, so I really enjoyed this episode. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next week. Again, my big prediction is we're going to see Sam and Kate working together at the end, and that be that division between the group of kids, but also Butcher. I definitely can see him popping up next week. Maybe Homelander as well. Maybe both of them in the same scene. We'll see. I like this episode. Let me know your thoughts, your theories on this episode in the comments below. And of course, like and follow and subscribe for more.